Alright, welcome back. This is the last episode of Legacy of Goku. Joining me is VenBright.
Hello.
As you can see, this video is not very long because there's really not a lot to this game left.
Yeah, it's great. We're just gonna punch some dudes.
Yes.
And I don't think there's really much else left in this game at this point.
There's really not been anything out of this game other than punching dudes, but yeah, this is just like, there's like this, we're plopped onto this screen immediately after the Ginyu Force, and then, you know, this is just one screen, and then like, there's two screens, and then the point of no return.
I feel like this is the kind of game where it's filled with point of no return, so is that really...
Well...
Does that really mean anything at this point? Because you can't go back to Earth.
Well, I guess.
Now, my Dragon Ball Z trivia, you know, I remember the Ginyu Force and Frieza, but I gotta say, are these like Mook guys?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
I just speed up here because this is kind of like got a lot of guys in it.
Oh man, this looks like really a good time. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's like, okay, so I was gonna consider doing Frieza like without the invincibility cheat and going up to the level cap, which meant I would probably have to go through these guys like a bunch of times, and like after the first time I was like, well, let's see what I can do, and then like I tried to do Frieza like at level 22 and he beat me in 3 hits, and I was just like, you know what, I want to get this LP done. I have not respected this game until now, so, you know.
Why start now?
Yeah, so, and basically...
I like how there was earlier, there's just like a whirlwind of 3 dudes running around you.
When it really speeds up, that's when I was just like holding down the space bar in my emulator. And here we are.
Just a tornado of dudes surrounding Goku. That's just hilarious.
So everybody's all suited up.
Oh man, you guys, did you hear? I think Frieza's gonna be here soon.
There's just one more use. Like this is
man.
like okay, and then just.
I like how they're emphasizing that there's no.
I kind of cut the
back.
video there, but actually the transition was a little bit more seamless than it looked in the editing, so fine. So.
Oh wow, they just completely killed
Yeah.
Vegeta off screen. Wow.
Yep.
That's just hilarious. I was like, oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
you know that guy that was like a super big boss earlier?
Yeah,
in
he's
the game?
dead.
He's dead now.
And here, this, in the anime, in the actual series, Goku does not come until Frieza's, like, Form 2. Here we fight all 4 of his forms. And I added some...
And he's gonna act exactly the same as literally every other boss in this game.
I added some proper boss music. This is the, instrumental of F by Maximum the Hormone. You might know it from Resurrection F. And, you might notice that I am only punching Frieza. The Uno Requester said in last video that punching is probably the most powerful thing in the game, and I wanted to test that. So I am not going to use any Ki Blasts. Like, I'm only going to be using Solar Flare and just punching him and just completely, like, clowning him.
But no, like, are they just, like, reusing the boss?
Well,
like every other boss?
Here's the thing. There's no real distinction between enemy behaviors in this game. Every boss is basically the same. Like,
and every regular enemy is the same as every regular boss, just with slightly bigger numbers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I'm not familiar with this game. Are the random energy blasts that you're throwing off just sort of an automatic charge-up thing?
Well, you can charge you can charge Ki Blasts, and I'm just basically like using just like a tap of the button, because the Solar Flare basically like stops enemies in their tracks for a little bit. So I'm just using.
Behold!
Yeah.
Watch how much more powerful I am as I slowly walk up to you and smack you.
Like, I was like, at the, like, Frieza has like 1,000,000 HP. I don't know if that's just his final form or all 4 of the forms all together. And you can kind of consider this a boss rush, I guess. Because it's like basically 4 bosses.
I mean, it's the exact same boss 4 times, just with
more HP. Yeah, it's pretty
more and more
HP, more
Ridley
damage.
inspiration in the character design. I mean, that elongated head just reminds me so much of the aliens.
Yep. Actually, fun fact, the character of Frieza was based on Japanese real estate speculators, because this part was about during the real estate bubble in Japan, so...
Oh man, things got serious very quickly as he slowly walks up to you.
Like... And, like, Namek's just like, we got 5 minutes, guys!
And they're just both looking at Krillin.
And the death of Krillin. He just flashes.
No!
And now we're a Super Saiyan! This does not affect anything! It just does change...
I am so much more powerful now! Bop, 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 bop.
And back to the music.
Like, what is that flying, restorative there for? Did they really expect you to use the flying mechanic as a way to dodge attacks?
That's pretty... I think that... Well, that's what I've been doing for the rest of the game. I think it's like it seems like to be, like, the intended way, like, Solar Flare, like, fly away, Ki Blast. But, like, you see, like, a lot of the bosses, since I was doing that, using Ki Blasts, which are, like, objectively weaker... the boss battles would take forever, and this,
that's my favorite thing. Look at what Frieza's doing. He's just walking in, like, inside of Goku's hitboxes, so your punches don't do anything.
And that's the thing, like, a lot of enemies like to do that, and it's like, and since I'm only using punches, I'm doing a lot more damage, and this fight is over in, like, 5 minutes, and it's like, a lot of, like, battles took me, like, twice or 3 times that.
Hey guys, have you heard about this thing called, like, collision detection?
Yeah.
I heard about it once, and it's just, what?
And we're beating the game.
Oh no, he fell down.
But, oh no, the planet's gonna blow up! FMV.
Ah yes, GBA-based video files, the highest in fidelity.
Yes, this was one of the first Game Boy Advance games to use FMV. What a pioneer. Now let's go watch, like, 10 minutes of Shrek.
You know what, that actually sounds pretty okay after this.
And I had to turn it down here because I don't know if the emulator doesn't like this or if the game is just, but it's just, like, really kind of a really bad time sound-wise. But, yeah,
It's funny that, like, the size of the text box, despite the fact that they have the full screen, is the same size as all the regular text boxes.
And here's and that's the end of the game. So, I'd like to thank all of my guests. That's Leave My Wife, Chorps Away, Combat Lobster, Fiona Quester, and VenBright here. And I sped through these credits, and you have to actually press A. You have to actually press A, and the credits song will keep playing. And, well, that's it. But
that was such an exciting final climax of... Oh...